All right, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist, or actually still good morning, 11 o'clock this morning. Good morning, everybody, here on Sunday morning. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson here with an update to the forecast. We have a lot of shower activity out there, you see, into northwest Georgia. That's going to continue to be creeping down into our region as we head throughout today. So going to have more of that shower activity pretty much all day, especially even down to the Atlanta metro by the time we head into this afternoon. So for this morning, to start off, you see the showers mainly up into Rome. This is stretching up into Cartersville and then up into parts of Cherokee County. Now, you may be watching this at a later time. We're doing this live on Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. But if you're watching at a later time, some of the information will still be important to know, especially for what we have here over these next couple of days. So let's talk a little bit about what we're expecting. You see the shower and thunderstorm activity mainly off to our west. That's all just kind of drifting off to the east. A lot of cloud cover over the metro. That's going to continue to impact us all throughout today. Temperatures right now sitting in the 50s for the Atlanta metro. This is as of 11 o'clock on Sunday. Moving into the rest of today, these temperatures are going to be again warming up into the upper 50s, so it should be a nice day ahead of us. Just going to be a little more cloud cover. You know, we had that cloud cover move in overnight and it got really thick at times, and now we're even seeing a little bit of shower activity not too far away from downtown, but still within the perimeter, not having any of that rain just yet. We had that cloud cover again, especially just before sunrise. Did get a little bit of a sunrise, that is, before the clouds really thickened up here. So looking out across the region to start off our day, you notice wet roadways that are out there towards Blue Ridge as well as up towards Floyd County and Rome. Quick look down towards Blue Ridge showing some of those showers, and you see some of the cars going by there. Just wet conditions there to start off the day. And then towards downtown, you see the cloudy conditions. At least it is not too cool out there. Again, here's the showers. The heaviest of the rain, I'm thinking, is going to be closer on over towards Yorkville, Cedartown, and then you see down towards Bremen. They've seen some heavier showers. Dallas likely going to see some of the heavier rain here pretty soon. And again, it's all a part of this big system that's impacting much of the southeast. Thankfully, though, it's not bringing much cooler temperatures. Those temperatures still staying very mild. Now, don't forget, you can always keep track of what the radar is showing whenever you're on the go. Just download that 11 Alive app. You can click that little tab at the top that says Explore Radar Map, and you can see what's going on there. 55 degrees right now in Atlanta, and you can see those showers that we have as we head throughout the middle to latter part of this afternoon. You can also watch newscasts live. Look at that bottom toggle there. Be able to watch the newscast live whenever you're on the go. Remember, you can also download the streaming service there on Roku and Fire TV. The 11 Alive Plus app can be great to have, so you can get those extra stories and that extra weather information like what we're giving right now live whenever you're at home. Here's the showers that we have expected over the next 24 hours. Forecast track shows that by 1 p.m. seeing some rain mainly northwest of the Atlanta metro. Then we get to around the 4:30 p.m. time frame, and Atlanta could start to see a few spotty showers through there. That continues through 5, 6, 7 o'clock. It's not until we head into this evening that the rain chances really go down. 51 degrees there by about 1 a.m. A lot of cloud cover outside, and then that cloud cover will be dropping out and we'll be left with a little more sunshine as we start off the day on Monday. This is 8:30 a.m., 30s and 40s to go around. We're going to have that cloud cover continue to break up into the afternoon before we get some upper level higher clouds for the latter part of the day, and temperatures still going to rise into the 50s for highs, making for a beautiful day there on Monday. Now, Tuesday's going to start off a little cool too. We're going to have 30s for lows, but we'll rise into the 40s and 50s pretty quickly as we head into the afternoon. How much rain do we get over this first system? This system that we have for today, Sunday, and into the overnight time frame? The answer is not a lot. If we're in the Atlanta metro, we're talking about 1/4 of an inch or less for rainfall. Up towards far north Georgia, I think some spots could end up with even about 1/2 of an inch of rain. So I think this one weather model actually a little low on how much they may even get. Of course, it's not also considering the fact that some of those spots have already picked up even up to 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch with the rainfall that we had earlier this morning. And I mentioned it earlier, I'll say it again, this system not going to bring a big cold air mass. Notice the temperatures staying in the mid-50s to lower 60s throughout the next 4 days, but then something happens on Friday. Look at the high there, 49, well below average for this time of year, average of the mid-50s. That would be our first below average day for temperatures, I'm thinking. maybe even for this year. There's a possibility that we could be below average there as we head throughout the early to middle part of this week just for one day, but the latter part of the week it's pretty much a guarantee that we're going to have that below average day. You see that this first full week of January has brought, and 2023 has brought above average temperatures each day. Just haven't had that big push of cold air, but we haven't needed it because we had plenty of cold air there towards the end of December. So on Thursday, good chance for rainfall. That's going to be a cold front. That's what we're talking about. That's bringing in the cooler air there for Friday. We have a system that's going to be tracking across the United States, bringing with it some cooler air and then also that chance for rain. Here's a look at where that system's going to be as we head into the middle part of the week around 4:30 on Wednesday. You see this little circle that's kind of over portions of Colorado, Kansas, and stretching down into Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. That is going to continue to shift off to the east and then kind of dig a little bit into the east coast. You get a big ridge that's over parts of the western half of the United States, which means warm air for them, and then a big trough, which means cold air for our half of the United States. And that cold air is going to stick around all the way through Saturday, it's looking like. And then as we head into Sunday and Monday, a nice rebound in those temperatures. We're going to start to warm up again, so don't worry. This is a brief hit of colder air. And you'll see how much more rainfall we're expected to get here as we head into the end of the week. This system going to be a little bit more robust. First of all, we're dry from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Moving into Thursday night, rain chances pick up. We'll see it pass through quickly, and then we'll be dry there as we head into the end of the weekend. So how much rain can we expect throughout the next 7 days? So you can like anywhere from about an inch to maybe 3 inches of rainfall. The majority of that rain will be in the far north portions of Georgia. I think a majority of this rain is actually going to be occurring with this late week system. Now, far north Georgia, you're going to get a good amount of rain today. Again, I'm thinking that you could even get up to a half an inch, maybe a full inch of rainfall. But again, another additional inch to 2 inches could be possible with this late week system. So that rain will be welcomed. We could still use it even though we're well ahead for this time of year. 2.5 inches that we got in the first few days of January. That has allowed us to stay ahead of the normal year to date, which is 1.06. So more than really actually just at an inch and a half ahead of where we should be this time of year. Let's hope that holds on because we finished up 2022 a little bit behind. You notice that we finished up with 48.15 inches for December, or for rather the end of the year, the end of December there. We did pick up a little bit extra rainfall, but it wasn't enough to get us up there to what we should get in a full year here for Atlanta. But we have made up for that with what we had in early January. And this week we'll have more chances to make up for it. Notice that higher chance for rain for today, rising up into the upper 50s. We're going to have mid 50s for highs there on Monday. On Tuesday, also into the mid 50s, and then low 60s for Wednesday. Keeping it at a 10 on the whizometer there all those days, because even though temperatures will be right around average to even slightly above average at times, making for very nice conditions, we're going to have a little bit of cloud cover at times. So it'll be mostly sunny to partly cloudy, even though it's only a 10 on the whizometer, not a perfect 11. Still beautiful weather expected there as we head throughout the early to middle part of the week. And then we move into Thursday. Much of Thursday is going to shape up to be fine. We have a 60% chance for rain. I'm thinking more of like an 80% chance overnight though. And then into the early hours of the morning on Friday, we'll be talking about a 20% chance for rain for some lingering showers. So again, much of Thursday is going to be nice. We're going to hit the lower 60s, partly to mostly cloudy sky. The latter part of the afternoon, the rain moves in. It lingers on even possibly into Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon, drier, windy, cooler. Temperatures only rising into the upper 40s there, and then we're going to be cold for Friday night into Saturday morning, dropping down into the lower 30s. Much of the region will drop below freezing. I'm thinking Atlanta stays 1 degree above freezing, so still cold. Nonetheless. 45 for the high there as we head throughout the afternoon on Saturday. But we talked about it a moment ago. That ridge was going to build right back in. When we talk about a ridge of high pressure, we're talking about warmer conditions. It's going to build right back in by Sunday, and it looks like those warmer conditions are going to stick around as we move throughout the middle portion of the month, the middle to end portion here, from day 8 through day 14. That's what we're looking at here. Beyond the 7-day forecast, it's looking like we are going to have above average temperatures. So warmer than normal. It's going to be nice out there. That means warmer than normal for this time of year would be upper 50s, lower 60s, maybe even up to the mid 60s at times as we head throughout that middle to latter part of the month. And then it also looks like we're going to continue that trend of wetter than average conditions. So above average rainfall possible there from day 8 through day 14. Doesn't look like it would be by much, but still that trend that we've had so far for this year of above average rainfall, even though it's only been a few days, looks like that is going to continue. So that's it for about our forecast. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on out towards California. A lot of y'all may be headed out to the big game, Georgia versus TCU on Monday. We have an atmospheric river event that's going on out there, which means that there's just a lot of moisture that's pushing towards the California coastline, and it's all kind of in a straight line. Notice they're already seeing rain. The radar doesn't go all the way out there over the Pacific, so we're seeing that thicker cloud cover. There's rain there. We're just not seeing it. And right now, the Air Force Reserve hurricane hunters have been out there flying this system. They're gathering data. They're sending it back. It allows for a better forecast, and what they gather, it helps us perfect the forecast for these atmospheric rivers because there's not a lot of data points out there over the ocean. So they add more data points that we can add to the computer models to perfect the forecast, and that has helped us know what we can expect for the big game there on Monday. They're not doing it just for the big game. They're doing it for everybody there in the community, but it helps us with the big game forecast too. 100% chance for rain on Monday. So we're likely going to have rain there during kickoff. It's probably going to be a little bit wet out there if you're heading from the parking lot to the game, but thankfully at the game, they do have a roof over SoFi Stadium. It will also be a little breezy, and there is a little bit of opening on different sides of SoFi Stadium. Maybe that will cause a little bit of a breeze through there and affect the kicking game. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. 56, though, for the high on Monday. Probably going to be in the 50s while the game's going on, so you may need a light jacket while you're in SoFi Stadium. Kickoff at 7:30. When you're headed home on Tuesday, hopefully with a celebration in mind, probably going to be dealing with a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity to go along with it. So maybe some delays out there at the airport when you're trying to head home. Let's take a look at our weekend getaways. Maybe you're not headed out to LA. Maybe you're headed to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Likely going to be dealing with a little bit of rain and maybe a wintry mix there for Friday. Saturday being cold, 38 degrees for the high, 52 though for Sunday, and then 57 for Monday. Now this is for next weekend, not this weekend. So again, that's going to be that system that we have that really cools us off. Gatlinburg really shows that. We have the big cool down there for Friday into Saturday, and then Sunday the temperatures warm up just like what we're going to have here in Atlanta. Destin looking nice, 60s there for highs with a lot of sunshine there for their Sunday for next weekend. The Peach State outlook showing that we do have some nice conditions here over the next few days for all around the state. After we get through today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday showing temperatures in the 60s for highs for much of the state. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky, much like what we're expecting here in Atlanta. And then a quick look at our Georgia State Park forecast for tomorrow. If you want to go take some hikes, temperatures are going to be a little cold in some spots like Amicalola Falls starting at 35, rising into the 40s and 50s though for the afternoon with a lot more sunshine. So that does it for our update. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend. Remember that the shower activity continues for today. The off and on showers, not constant, not a washout. And then we're going to have some drier conditions Monday through Wednesday. We'll have another update on Thursday. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. We'll keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive.